What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about not TA today. We're actually going to go over this Ripple lawsuit thing because I've had a few comments talking about how I'm being misleading or how I'm wrong or blah blah blah, And I don't know, I'm not trying to attack anybody. I don't feel attacked or anything like that. So that's not, the purpose of this video. It's not to go on the defensive. It's more to just clarify what is clearly misinformation on the part of many YouTubers, on the part of all the headlines, right? Let's look at it without me further talking, right? I'm going to go back here. Did XRP win the lawsuit? The SEC won a partial victory. The SEC, it says, did XRP win the lawsuit? That's what I typed in, and it says the SEC won a partial victory. Go to Reuters.com here. They're a pretty reliable site. Ripple Labs notches landmark win in SEC case over XRP currency. And that's the headline. So if everybody reads the headlines, they're going to assume that Ripple won, the SEC lost. But let's actually read into this. Let's read into this here. An SEC spokesperson said the agency was pleased. The SEC spokesperson was pleased. They must not be pleased if they lost, but they were pleased with part of the ruling in which the judge held that Ripple violated federal securities law by selling XRP directly to sophisticated investors. There was part of the ruling where Ripple Labs was found guilty. They were found guilty. They were pleased in the ruling. The judge held that the judge held it. The case is over. So the judge held that Ripple violated federal securities laws. It says it right here, and you can look. You don't even have to go on Reuters.com. There's a bunch of other websites that'll say this too. But I wanted to make a quick video to just let you guys know I'm not being misleading. I am not just spreading FUD. There's a reason why if we look at XRP right now, USD, if they won this lawsuit, guys, and they just bent the SEC over backwards, why is it that we had this major retracement already? Why is it that, from top to bottom as of right now, why didn't we go to the moon? Why from top to bottom have we had a 30% decrease in value already? Why is it that the majority of the crypto market, even today, is I guess it's in the green, but afterwards, if we look at Bitcoin, BTC USD, and the majority of the crypto market afterwards, how come the very next day we had a bearish engulfing candle? You know what I mean? And that's because, again, like what happens most of the time, the headlines were misleading. People misinterpreted the news. Whenever the reality of the situation sets in, that's when the price kind of becomes more rational. We're like, oh, this was good. It's good for the long term. We have some kind of regulatory framework. But make no mistake, guys, the Ripple was found guilty and they were found innocent. Okay, XRP is not a security. It's not. I'm not saying it is. I've never said that. It is not a security. It's that was the what's the word I'm looking for? That was what's the word? I can't. That's what the ruling came out to be. I can't think of the word. Somebody comment what the word is. The ruling of it came out that XRP itself is not. It is not a security. I've not argued that once. That is the ruling that came out. But the other ruling that came out was that Ripple Labs violated securities laws by selling XRP. Okay, so XRP is not a security, but they violated federal securities laws by selling XRP as if it was a security, and that's the whole thing. So the SEC spokesperson said the agency was pleased. Everybody's acting like we beat the SEC, guys. We partially beat them. Again, I like to use this analogy. If I went to Vegas and I came back break even, I didn't win money or lose money. Okay, I broke even. That's if you go to Vegas and you break even, guys, that is a win. If you didn't lose money, that's a win. Good job. You did better than most people. That's a win. But let's be real here. You didn't actually win. You broke even. It was a draw. Let's be real here. This wasn't actually a win for Ripple Labs. It was a partial win and a partial loss. That offsets. That means it was a draw. That's all I've been saying. This video went on longer than I meant it to. I was really just going to read this part here. But guys, I promise you, the point of this channel is not to be misleading. I promise you that. I will do my best to not mislead. In fact, what I was saying in my video about XRP is the same thing I'm going to say now. I'm very disappointed in how all the YouTubers, maybe not all of them, but most of the accounts that have over 100,000 subscribers, they all just read the headlines. And they didn't clearly look into it because they would have, or if they did, then they're just ignoring the facts. I'm not going to ignore the facts. The SEC did beat Ripple. And the SEC did lose to Ripple. It was the same thing at the same time. It was a draw. The SEC, how can an SEC spokesperson say they were pleased if they just took a straight L, guys? That's not how it is. And I think the fact that the news was misleading is why we saw this pump. And now that the reality of it setting in, right, we're starting to dump. The people that promoted these stories, they did that with the intention to sell. They knew it was a good time to sell. They just wanted to get a quick little pump to sell to you guys who bought the news, you know. And you never buy the news. You never buy the news. You sell on the news normally, unless it's like bad news, unless it's really bad news, you know. But that's all I wanted to say, guys. Just a quick clarification, like to just show you, I'm not speaking out of my ass. I promise you, I do my best to avoid that. I'm putting my reputation on the line. I've got my face and my channel name on here. I promise you guys, I'm not just going to speak out of my ass and spread FUD. And I'm not going to do the opposite. I'm not going to blow smoke up XRP's ass and act like it won. You know, it didn't win. It had a tie. You had a tie, which is better than any other coin has done. And ultimately, it's going to be better for cryptocurrency. Even if the ruling came out that XRP lost, it would still be a good thing for crypto. It still would be, because then we have some kind of regulatory framework. Then we have rules that are set that are like, hey, you can do this, you can't do this. You know what I mean? And we haven't had that before. So that's the big deal with this. But don't be mistaken. XRP did not win the lawsuit, guys. XRP is deemed not a security. That much is true. But Ripple did not win the lawsuit, guys. It tied. It had a draw. They won part of it and they lost part of it. Literally, if you Google it right now, the first thing that comes up is the SEC won a partial victory. It was partial. It was partial. Anyways, if you like the video, leave a thumbs up. It's more of a rant. I didn't mean for it to be, but again, I just, you know, I'm not trying to be misleading, guys. I promise you, I'm very much not trying to be misleading. That's not my style. So if you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I will see you guys on the next one. We'll do some TA on the next one. Take care.